Hey everyone, welcome back to Speak English Podcast. I'm David, and I'm so glad you're here with us today for another practical English learning session.
Hi guys, I'm Sarah. Thank you for joining us. It's always a pleasure to be here, helping you grow your English skills and feel more confident every day.
Let me ask you this. Have you ever wanted to practice speaking English, but had no one around to help you? It's more common than you think. We've been there too.
Exactly. And the good news is, you don't need a speaking partner to improve. There's an amazing daily practice you can do, alone, that really works.
In today's episode, we're going to teach you a powerful exercise that you can do anytime, anywhere. It's simple, effective, and helps you speak more fluently.
So grab your coffee or tea, get comfortable, and stay with us. Because this small technique could be the big breakthrough you've been waiting for in your English journey.
If you've ever felt stuck because you didn't have someone to talk to in English, this technique is going to change the way you practice. It's called solo speaking practice, and it's about using your voice daily, even when you're completely alone, to speak out loud and build real fluency.
Many learners believe they can only improve speaking by having conversations with others, but that's not true. Speaking out loud to yourself in English, every single day, is a powerful habit that strengthens your thinking, vocabulary, and confidence, all at the same time.
The idea is simple. You speak about anything you want using your own words, without waiting for someone to correct you. You describe your actions, your thoughts, your plans, or even things around you, just like you would in a real conversation. But it's just you and your voice.
It might feel strange at first, but trust me, it works. By speaking freely without pressure, you allow your brain to connect English words to real-life moments. That's how you train yourself to think in English and stop translating from your native language without even realizing it.
This technique is not about perfection. It's about consistency. You don't need fancy vocabulary or complex grammar. You just need the courage to speak out loud, make mistakes, and keep going. Every sentence you say brings you one step closer to fluency and natural communication.
One of the most beautiful things about this method is that it fits into your routine easily. You don't need an appointment, a class, or a language partner. You can practice while cooking, walking, or getting ready for bed. Anytime you're alone becomes an opportunity to train your English.
And the more you do it, the more natural it feels. After a few days, your brain starts reaching for English words automatically, without overthinking. You'll notice that you're speaking faster, with more clarity and confidence, even if no one is listening but you.
Another key benefit is the freedom it gives you. There's no fear of judgment, no stress about pronunciation or grammar. You create a safe space where you can explore the language, test expressions, and play with words, all without worrying about making mistakes.
Over time, this becomes your personal English gym. It's like lifting weights for your speaking muscles. You build fluency through repetition, effort, and a little bit of daily courage. You're not waiting for perfect conditions. You're creating them with your own voice.
So if you've been waiting for the right moment or the right person to practice with, stop waiting. You already have everything you need: your voice, your thoughts, and the willingness to grow. That's where real English fluency begins, and that's what this technique is all about.
Let's say you just woke up and you're starting your day. You can begin speaking like this. Good morning. I just got out of bed. I feel a little sleepy, but I'm ready to start my day. I think I'll take a shower and then make some breakfast. That's it. Just describe your moment.
Or maybe you're cooking something. You can say, I'm making eggs and toast. The pan is hot. I like my eggs scrambled. Now I'm adding a little salt. Breakfast is my favorite meal. These simple sentences help you stay connected to your actions and speak naturally.
You can even talk about your plans. For example, today I need to finish a few things. I'll check my emails, go to the supermarket, and maybe exercise later. I also want to watch a movie tonight. It's just like talking to a friend, except that friend is you.
And when you're walking outside, you can practice too. It's sunny today. I see some people walking their dogs. The trees look beautiful. I like this weather. It makes me feel calm and peaceful. These simple observations keep your English flowing effortlessly.
Even before going to bed, you can review your day aloud. Today was a good day. I worked hard, learned something new, and had a nice dinner. Now I feel tired, so I'll brush my teeth and get ready to sleep. You're speaking about your life in English, which builds fluency.
You don't need to memorize anything or prepare a script. Just speak what's real. You can talk about how you feel, what you're thinking, or even what you're worried about. The key is to keep it honest and simple. This turns your daily routine into natural English practice.
You can also ask yourself questions out loud and answer them. Like, what am I doing now? I'm making coffee. What do I need to do next? I have to send an email. Taste. This kind of internal dialogue helps build speed and confidence when speaking.
Another great idea is to describe things around you. My phone is on the table, the window is open, I hear birds outside, there's a book on my desk. Oh, these short sentences train your brain to use English without pressure or translation.
And don't worry if you repeat yourself or use the same words often. That's part of the learning process. You're not giving a speech, you're practicing fluency. Each time you speak, you're creating new mental connections in English. That's how growth happens.
So remember, it doesn't matter where you are, your room, your kitchen, a park, your voice is your best tool. Speaking out loud every day builds real confidence, and the more you do it, the easier it becomes. You're not waiting for English, you're living it.
One of the biggest benefits of solo speaking practice is freedom. You don't need to wait for a class, schedule a conversation, or ask someone to help. You can start right now with your voice, your ideas, and your willingness to practice whenever it fits your life.
Another powerful benefit is how it builds mental fluency. When you speak out loud every day, your brain starts connecting ideas in English more quickly. You stop hesitating, and you learn to speak without translating, which is one of the most important steps to fluency.
This technique also helps improve your speaking confidence. The more you talk, the less afraid you feel. You become comfortable with your own voice in English. You realize that making mistakes isn't a problem, it's part of the journey, and you grow stronger with each sentence.
Practicing alone is also perfect for people who are shy or feel nervous speaking in front of others. It gives you a private, safe space to try new words, make sounds, and explore your thoughts in English without feeling judged or interrupted. That emotional comfort makes a big difference.
It also helps you develop self-awareness about your speaking habits. You notice which words you use often, where you get stuck, and how your pronunciation sounds. That awareness makes it easier to improve because you're observing your own language in real time.
Another benefit is consistency. Since you don't depend on others, it's easier to keep a daily routine. You can practice for 3, 5, or even 10 minutes a day. Over time, that adds up to hours of active speaking practice, and that repetition is what builds real progress.
This technique trains both your mouth and mind. When you speak out loud, your mouth learns how to shape English sounds. Your muscles become familiar with the language. You're not just thinking English, you're feeling it in your body, which builds fluency naturally.
It's also a great way to expand your vocabulary and context. As you talk about real things in your daily life, you start using words that matter to you. That's more effective than memorizing long lists, because those words stick. They're connected to your personal experience.
You also gain flexibility. You can talk about any topic, anytime, from simple things like food and weather to more personal ideas like your goals, problems, or dreams. This freedom gives you endless opportunities to express yourself and grow your speaking ability.
Most of all, it reminds you that you are in control. You don't have to wait for perfect conditions to practice. Every word you say is proof that you're showing up, taking action, and moving forward. That's how fluency is built, one sentence at a time, with courage and consistency.
Let's make this super simple. Step 1. Choose a moment of your day when you can speak freely for a few minutes. It could be in the morning while you're getting ready, during a walk, or when you're cooking. Just make sure it's a time when you feel relaxed and alone.
Step 2. Start talking about what's happening around you or what you're doing. For example, I'm brushing my teeth. I feel sleepy. I'm thinking about what I need to do today. Keep it natural. You're not trying to perform, just describe your real life as it happens.
Step 3. Keep speaking for at least 3 minutes. Use a timer if it helps. Don't worry if you repeat yourself. The goal is to stay in the flow and push your brain to think in English without stopping. It's totally okay if it feels awkward at first. That's part of the process.
Step 4. Add variety to your practice. One day, talk about your plans. Another day, describe what you see around you. Another time, talk about a memory or something you're excited about. Changing topics keeps it fresh and helps you grow your vocabulary naturally.
Step 5. Use simple sentences and don't worry about mistakes. You're not being tested. This is your personal space to explore the language. Focus on fluency, not perfection. The more comfortable you become speaking without stopping, the more natural it will feel later.
Step 6. Record yourself once or twice a week. This helps you notice your progress over time. You'll hear which words you use often, where you improve, and where you can grow. It's not about judging yourself. It's about celebrating the fact that you're practicing consistently.
Step 7. Track your routine. Use a calendar or notebook to mark the days you practiced. Seeing that visual progress will keep you motivated. Even 5 minutes a day, done consistently, builds real results over the weeks and months. Tiny steps create big change.
Step 8. Repeat useful phrases. If you find a sentence that you use often, like I'm going to work now or I feel tired today, keep saying it until it flows naturally. This repetition trains your mouth and memory, so these phrases become automatic in real conversations.
Step 9. Challenge yourself a little more each week. Try adding a new topic, describing things in more detail, or talking for longer. Growth comes when you stretch your comfort zone slowly. There's no pressure, just gentle, steady improvement over time.
And finally, step 10. Make it part of your lifestyle. Don't wait for the perfect time to practice. Just speak. Speak when you're cooking, walking, driving, or even doing laundry. These small moments are powerful. Your fluency grows when English becomes part of your everyday life.
One of the most common mistakes is thinking you have to speak perfectly from the start. Many learners stay silent because they're afraid of making mistakes. But waiting for perfection only delays your progress. Fluency is built by practicing, not by waiting to be ready.
Another mistake is whispering or mumbling instead of speaking clearly. If you don't actually use your voice, your mouth won't get used to producing English sounds. Speak loud enough to hear yourself. This is how your brain and muscles start working together to build fluency.
Some people give up too quickly. They try this method once or twice and feel silly or uncomfortable. But that's completely normal. Like anything new, it takes time to feel natural. The key is consistency. Don't expect results in a day. Focus on showing up each day.
A big mistake is overthinking grammar while you speak. When you stop to correct every little thing, your flow breaks. Instead, focus on communicating your message. Speak freely, even if it's not perfect. You can always refine your grammar later, but don't let it block your fluency.
Another common issue is repeating the same few words every day without trying to expand. Yes, repetition is great, but you also need to challenge your brain with new situations. Talk about different topics, emotions, or memories. That's how vocabulary and fluency grow.
Some learners try to memorize full scripts before speaking, but that turns your practice into a performance. Real speaking is flexible and spontaneous. It's okay if your sentences are not perfect or polished. What matters most is that they are real and your own.
A surprising mistake is staying too comfortable. If you always talk about the same things in the same way, you stop improving. Add a little challenge. Try a longer sentence. Describe something new, or talk about a topic you never tried before. Growth comes from trying new things.
One more mistake is comparing yourself to others. You might see someone online speaking fluently and feel discouraged. But comparison steals your motivation. Your journey is unique. Focus on your voice, your progress, your commitment. That's what leads to real results.
Some people also wait for motivation to start. But motivation comes after action, not before. Start small, even when you don't feel like it. As you keep going, you'll feel proud, and that pride will become the fuel to keep speaking day after day. Just start.
And finally, don't make the mistake of thinking solo speaking is not enough. It absolutely is. Many fluent speakers built their skills this way. Speaking out loud daily trains your mind and voice in powerful ways. If you do it consistently, it becomes one of your best tools.
Now that you know how this works, let's challenge you. For the next 7 days, we want you to practice speaking out loud in English, alone, for at least 3 minutes a day. That's it. Just 3 minutes of real, focused practice using your own voice and thoughts.
Choose one moment each day to do it. It could be after breakfast, before going to sleep, or while you're taking a walk. Just choose a time and stick to it. The goal is to create a habit, because fluency is not about big efforts once in a while. It's about daily consistency.
Each day, pick a different topic to talk about. On day 1, describe your morning. On day 2, talk about your plans. On day 3, describe what you see around you. Keep changing topics so your brain keeps learning and your vocabulary grows naturally.
Don't worry about mistakes or sounding perfect. This is a personal exercise, just for you. No one is listening. You're free to speak without fear, and that freedom is powerful. You'll be amazed how much easier it gets after just a few days of showing up for yourself.
If you want, record yourself on day 1 and again on day 7. You'll probably notice a difference, not just in your speaking, but in how confident you feel. That's the real goal, not sounding like a textbook, but learning to express your real thoughts naturally and comfortably.
You can also write down the topics you want to speak about each day. Having a small list helps guide your practice and keep things interesting. For example, my daily routine, what I love about weekends, one challenge I'm facing, or something I want to learn this year.
And remember, you don't need any special tools. You don't need a perfect accent or a big vocabulary. You just need a few quiet minutes and the decision to speak. That's how great speakers start. That's how they build their voice. One small step at a time.
Make it fun, too. If you feel silly, laugh and keep going. If you forget a word, describe it another way. If you run out of things to say, look around and name 5 things you see. The goal is to keep speaking. No pressure, just progress. Every word counts.
So here's your challenge. Speak out loud for 3 minutes every day for 7 days straight. That's just 21 minutes total. But it can change the way you think and feel about English. You're training your brain, your voice, and your mindset all at once.
And when you finish the 7 days, come back and leave a comment saying, "Challenge completed." We'd love to celebrate your progress. You're not just learning English. You're building a habit, and that's the key to real fluency. Let's do this together.
Today, we showed you that practicing English speaking alone is not only possible, it's powerful. You learned exactly how to do it step by step, in a way that fits into your daily routine without stress, pressure, or the need for a partner.
We also talked about the biggest benefits of solo practice, like gaining confidence, thinking in English, and improving your fluency naturally through real-life language that matters to you and reflects your personal experiences.
You saw how easy it is to get started, using simple sentences to describe your actions, your surroundings, or your plans. Speaking out loud daily, even for just a few minutes, can make a massive difference in your fluency journey over time.
And we gave you a challenge. Speak out loud for 3 minutes a day for 7 days. This is how you build discipline and create a real habit. Practicing alone might seem small, but it's one of the most powerful things you can do for your English.
If today's episode helped you, leave a comment below sharing your thoughts or experience with solo speaking. Your comment might inspire someone else who's also working hard to improve their English. Let's build this community together.
And if you made it all the way to the end, we know you're serious about growing your fluency. So write the word alone in the comments to let us know you're part of this journey. We love seeing who's truly committed.
Don't forget to give this video a like. It really helps more people discover our podcast. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a new episode.
We're here every week with practical, real English you can actually use. Thanks for spending your time with us today. Keep practicing, keep believing in yourself, and we'll see you in the next episode of Speak English Podcast.